everyone, it is time for a new reading vlog, and today we're doing a birthday reading exciting books and mood reading and doing whatever we want kind of a vlog. So it is my birthday after tomorrow, and the past 2 weeks I was just, trying to think of like, what am I going to read? What am I gonna do? And I want to do this. I wanted to do this vlog just to, like share this with you, but also just to like have fun. I am gonna give you like a potential TBR, talk about some books that I'm extremely excited for that I think would make for perfect birthday read. I went to the cinema and I saw the new Spider-Man, and I actually don't know, is it Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider? I am a little bit lost, but you all know what I'm talking about. And that is actually why I did my makeup like this as well. I don't know how much it shows on camera, but I wanted to do, the blue and red. I don't know if it actually looks good. I feel like sometimes blue eyeshadow doesn't really look good on me. So anyways, loved the movie. The cliffhanger though, I was not prepared. Like, I don't know why, I think it's just the romance reader in me that, reads mainly standalones, where I expect every single thing that I consume to have, a beautifully wrapped ending. And that is not the case. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I was just there like, expecting, like imagining what could happen next, and boom, it was over, and I was just like, what the fuck? So that happened. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I am rambling very much, but I have the little pile here that I'm very excited about. So I did recently do a video where I talked about books that like I've been avoiding because I feel like I'm gonna love them so much I already don't want them to be over before I even start reading them. And so we do have at least like 3 here out of that video. So I am doing a vlog that's themed around that video, but obviously for this, like, we're taking a break. I can read any of them. I can read all of them if I want to. That would not be great for the vlog, but first we have The Neighbor Favorite by Christina Forrest, and this is a book that was one of my most anticipated releases. I absolutely love Christina Forrest's YA contemporary romances, and this is her first adult one, and I just know I'm gonna love this. Like, it is about the heroine is a writer. Wait, no. The hero is an author. So the heroine like loves reading and the hero is an author. They also are neighbors. So obviously a very great option. In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, which is a book that I obviously have been avoiding for a while because I loved the first book so much. And I'm pretty sure that today it came out, like, again, as a tradition with, like, a publisher, because before it was self-published. I am extremely excited. I already know who the characters are from the first book, and it's kind of like a little bit of a second chance romance, and I feel like every single person who's read this series and loved it, this was their favorite one. You know what? I might actually just tell you about the book that I feel like is calling to me. That just feels like the perfect birthday read. However, I don't think we're gonna start with that because again, we still have, like half a day today, we have a full day tomorrow, and then it's my birthday. So I want to read this on my actual birthday, even though I don't think I'm actually gonna have that much time. That is Powerless by Elsie Silver. I have absolutely fallen in love with Elsie Silver, as have a lot of people, and I'm so happy about that, and I just never want her to stop writing, and I hope she keeps writing as fast as she has been, because like there's multiple books a year, and I'm like, I wish that could be the case with all the authors that I love. But this is a best friends to lovers romance. I've been very hyped for it, based on what we've seen of the characters once again, and I just love this series with my whole heart. There's no way I'm not gonna adore this. Obviously, I love best friends to lovers, and they're supposed to go on a road trip together. Fuck yeah! I am so ready, and it is very long, but I'm not even intimidated, even though like I hate reading long books. I'm like, I already can't get enough. And this is, right now, the like last book that I haven't read by Elsie Silver that is out. But there is gonna be a new one in like maybe 2 months or something, so like I can live with that, So then I have this beautiful book that I also feel like is a very strong contender to read, but I am also like a little bit more scared of this one because it is going to be very emotional. It's a second chance romance, very heavy, very emotional, but like no one writes the same way that Kennedy Ryan does. Like, her books are so powerful, and she like writes about human emotion in the most like raw, powerful way I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how to explain it, but I've been rambling way too much, so I'm gonna shut up now. But I absolutely want to read this. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but if you have not read it, please pick it up. Because, like, there's no way this is not incredible. And I have heard amazing reviews as well, but yes. And last, actually no, second to last, because I forgot I have this as well, is Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Elise. This is another adult, like, all this is adult romance. But yeah, I love Chloe Elise. I think I'm gonna absolutely love this. I think it's gonna be very, like, relatable and realistic, and we love to see that. So the last thing is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sanju Mandana, a book that I've had on my TBR for a billion years. And I am extremely excited for this, but I'm not sure. I feel like I've been feeling like I'm finally in the mood for some fantasy again. And this is paranormal, and I have heard that, like, it's not super focused on that, so it's like almost contemporary, but that would be a great transition into more fantasy, you know? I'm just like, this fantasy drought in my life. Is it drought or anyway, I miss fantasy so much. I need it back in my life, and so I think this would be a great start. So I have a feeling this is gonna be a very long vlog, so, you know, get a snack, get your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and I hope you enjoy this vlog. Again, I do have more things on my phone, and we're definitely gonna stray from the TBR, but I do think we're gonna read some of that. So I'm gonna go read, I'm gonna watch things or do whatever, and I will talk to you soon. Hi everyone, so I'm here to do a grocery haul. I know this is a reading vlog and we are gonna read, but you know, I do want to show more random shit in my vlogs. Since, you know, this is also just a birthday vlog, this is the shit that I bought for my birthday to eat tomorrow and whatever. So yeah, I also look very rough. I need to wash my hair. I don't have any makeup on, so the glow up you're gonna see going from today until tomorrow is gonna be a lot. I am probably gonna eat outside later in the evening, but before that, in the morning, I want to have a picnic with my roommate. I wanted to have some snacks, and you know, I have never gone full out on any kind of celebration because I've never had a celebration on my own away from my family, and like we used to do, you know, some celebrations like snacks for it, and I never did that on my own. And I've actually never been away from home on my birthday from my family. How did I just say that sentence? Anyways, I am a little bit dehydrated and sweating because it is quite hot outside, which is the best thing ever. I'm very excited about the shit that I want to make. So first, we of course got Coke. I got two. My favorite thing, my biggest addiction. And I don't actually drink much alcohol, so this is my drink of choice for my birthday or any other day. So we have to start with the most exciting thing. That always feels like such a luxury, and I got two packets. I got two of them, and that is strawberries, my favorite fruit, and also the one that is very expensive and, you know, has a very tight season. And so it just like always is the most exciting thing ever. And I never buy it for myself because I'm like, you know, I shouldn't, I don't need it, but I most certainly do need it. So I want to eat them either both, I think, on their own and with melted chocolate, because what is better than that? So speaking of melted chocolate, I have to show you this shit. I got 5 of these chocolates. So basically, first of all, I want to melt one or, you know, two for the strawberries. And I want to do a thing that I saw on TikTok that I once tried. And this chocolate was most certainly not the best for it, but at the closest grocery store to me, there's no other that I think would be good for melting. And this one is the cheapest one. And last time I tried it, it was not, it tasted decent. So I got a lot of them. I'm not planning on using them, but I just got them in case something goes wrong. Another snack that I want to do is like little mini toast sandwich thingies. So I got bread, and I got this spread that last time was pretty good, and it is with garlic and herb. That's perfect for the one that I want to make, which is, I basically want to do like big sandwiches and cut them into tiny sandwiches with smoked salmon, cucumber, and rocket, so I think it's gonna be awesome. So I just love tiny foods, you know, like bite-sized foods are just the best. The last two things are tomatoes and raspberries. So the raspberries, I think I'm gonna eat today because I'm desperately craving the strawberries, but I want to save some for tomorrow's company and not just myself. And while I am pretty good, I'm very good at like resisting things, I do not want to do that to myself today. From my last grocery trip, I have 3 avocados because they were on sale. So at least this one is ripe. So I think I'm also going to make some guacamole and have some tortilla chips tomorrow. So like, how amazing does this sound? Yeah. You know, this is actually quite adult of me now that I think about it, because like, I'm not going to like a big party. I want to be with people that I love, and I want to eat some good food. That is basically everything I want. I did actually start reading a book though, so I can tell you about that. Because I read half a book yesterday, and it's not like super exciting, but you know, I might as well mention it. So it's called Mountains Made of Glass by Scarlett St. Clair. So this was on Libro.fm's ALC program. So I downloaded it and I was a little bit intrigued. Again, like I have not read any fantasy in a long time. And this is a very short audiobook and it's supposed to be a fantasy romance, like a fairy tale retelling, whatever. And so I did actually fly through the first half. I basically listened to that in one sitting, and so I do think I could easily finish it. It's just like the kind of book where it's very fun, but I'm not really connected to the main characters. They do feel very bland and like very stereotypical fantasy romance archetypes, which I don't normally mind, but there's literally no like special essence to them, and so I don't really feel invested, but it is fun enough to like for me to want to keep reading. And I'm happy to be reading something that's fantasy, but that's pretty much it. So I might finish it today, I'm not sure. I might also read something that is more exciting. And I did decide that I'm gonna pick up Powerless today because I don't think I'm gonna have any time to read tomorrow. I also did finish watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I really enjoyed it. I also absolutely hate love triangles, which is a very common fact at this point, but I just, oh my god, I'm not gonna rant. Why, you know, it's not only that love triangles are like the bane of my existence, I hate them so much that like, it's like the worst thing in media imaginable when it comes to tropes. And not only are they horrible, but in so many movies and TV shows, the main character ends up with the guy that's like the worst option. Anyway, I have a lot of energy and it feels really good. And we're gonna have a heartfelt speech later though. I'm not gonna get into that. I've already been talking for 10 minutes. So I'm turning 24, by the way, which I don't think I even said. So that's very interesting. I don't know how to process it, and I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, I mean, like, I love my birthday every single year, and obviously getting a year older is a blessing. You know, I'm trying to let myself feel all the feelings instead of suppressing them. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you soon. Hi everyone. So this feels very weird. I'm not used to sitting this far away from the camera, but I was just trying to figure out the angles. And I thought I would just, you know, hold the camera, but I think I want to talk to you for a little while. You can also see more of this dress. So this is one of my birthday gifts, and I'm in love with it. So it's actually not my birthday today. I unfortunately did not film yesterday, which, like, I'm a little bit bummed, but it's okay. I had a great day. In the evening, I got a little bit emotional, and I just didn't really, in the end, feel like filming. I did look so beautiful, though. Like, I felt like a princess yesterday. I feel like a princess today. I'm gonna insert pictures from yesterday. This dress, one of my wonderful friends told me she would buy it for me a few days ago, and it just arrived today, and so I immediately wore it. I went to the bookstore, and again, like, I feel like a princess. It is so beautiful. It's everything I've ever wanted. And like, I don't know, okay, I'm gonna get deep and emotional in a second. I am also gonna put timestamps on again, so if you don't want to hear my rambles about life, you can skip ahead, because we are actually going to talk about books, at least this book. So like I said, I went to the bookstore and I started Powerless by Elsie Silver, got to page 150. I am so happy. Like, I love Elsie Silver so much that like, I don't even know. And I feel like it's been a while since I found a new author that I feel like this about, you know? Like, I talk about favorite authors all the time, and I do have many favorite authors that I adore, but it's been a while since I found new ones, because I feel like I don't know, I think like I actually read a lot of books by authors that I already love, and I think I haven't been doing the best job the past like year or so trying to look for new ones. And so it feels really special in a way that I haven't felt in a long time, and the fact that also Elsie Silver has been writing so fast is like extremely impressive. I wish, and I am so happy. I am in love with this book, like completely, and the feeling is so magical and so wonderful. And I have read some incredible books this year, and some that were like all-time favorites, like unbelievable, out of this world books. But I feel like I haven't read a romance like that in a little while. And this is just perfect. Like, just like every single book by Elsie Silver that I read, I was immediately like so invested. It just jumped straight in. I love the main characters so much, Jasper and Sloane. I actually know their name and I love them. And so this is, oh my god, this is Best Friends to Lovers, and it's a road trip romance, and the heroine Sloane basically is engaged to this shitty guy, and she's not happy about it, but his dad kind of thought it would be like a good match and whatever. And so she just feels like she should go through with the wedding because she hasn't been able to find anyone that she would actually want to date anyways. Because of course she's been in love with her best friend her whole life, and she thinks that he only sees her as, you know, the little sister because she's been kind of like a part of their family for a long time. So they both absolutely love each other, but they also feel like they can't have each other ever. And it is the best thing ever. You know that I adore Best Friends to Lovers with my whole heart. It is everything to me, and the fact that it's a road trip romance is also super exciting. Everything about this is perfect. I'm so happy. And I feel like obviously like the whole getting away together, running away from a wedding is a very common trope in books, but I feel like I have never read a Best Friends to Lovers one like this, like childhood best friends, mutual pining that is so intense, and they go on a road trip together. I feel like usually it's like enemies to lovers or something like that, and it's actually also really inspiring me to write, and so I really want to try to write today. And that is when, you know, I think I'm gonna just start talking about life a little bit. So we're gonna talk about this book more, obviously today. I am gonna change after this, so just, you know, enjoy the moment for this dress. I am gonna wear it very often, but I just want to talk because, you know, obviously it was just my birthday, and that is always a very meaningful thing for me. And I'm 24, which feels like a very interesting age. And I was kind of panicking that, you know, like, I haven't felt this way about turning any age before this one, where I was like having the panic that like I'm falling behind, that like I'm getting too old to be having the life that I have right now, if that makes sense. 23 definitely felt very different to 22, but it still felt like it's the beginning of the 20s, but now 24 is like, it's not exactly the beginning anymore, and it's obviously very close to 25. And so it was honestly terrifying. I don't know if that sounds like very dramatic, but I'm sure that like other people have felt this way before. And I think honestly, like, all the ages in the 20s feel like a very big deal, because obviously there's like so many changes, so many emotions, so many experiences, and it's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with it? Like, I have, you know, basically all of my friends, all the people that I love, besides, you know, like my parents and like older people, are in their 20s and like in various stages. 21, 22, 25, 26, and all of those, and I feel like we're all having similar feelings. I think we all need to like calm down a little bit, because the thing is, I personally raced and rushed through life since I was like 15. Like back then I started figuring out what I wanted to do with my life, like what career I wanted to go for, and that for me has not changed. I figured out what I wanted. Back then I still want those things now, like not all the details, but you know. And so I was just like rushing to make it happen. I didn't even want to back then I didn't even want to go to university for a while. I was just like, you know, I want to write books, I want to make videos. I did go to school and it was actually great, but then the pandemic hit and that changed a lot. And obviously having that happen at the beginning of the 20s is also quite a big hit, you know, and it feels like I lost some really important years, and while things happened that, you know, there were some things that happened that were great in those times, there were also some horrible things. Kind of, it feels like a loss, and I think we do need to let ourselves grieve a little more. Anyways, I feel like I'm talking about like 1,000 things at the same time, but I think like one thing I've been learning a lot in the past year especially is that I need to let myself feel all feelings. Because I've always taught myself that I need to just, you know, fight against any negative emotion so that I can just be the happiest that I can be, but it's not exactly how it works. And so I'm just like trying to let myself feel everything I feel about this new year. I am a little bit sad, I'm a little bit scared, and I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm also extremely hopeful, I'm extremely happy, I'm really grateful, and all of those feelings can coexist, you know? Like, we can be scared and we can be lost, and we need to let ourselves feel those things before we can move past it and move forward. That's okay. And for me, like, the main things that I have a crisis about is just like my career, where I am not exactly making a lot of money right now. And, you know, I would love to buy myself like 20 books for my birthday, and I can't exactly do that right now, but, you know, I can buy some books, and I get to be with the people that I love, and I have people that I love. I live in a city where I feel happy, like I belong, and I have not achieved everything that I've wanted to achieve. And I'm still like deeply struggling, and I'm so lost when it comes to writing. I have not been able to write for a million years. I wrote one book and it felt like a failure, and I haven't written anything since. And that being said, I do write poems super a lot. I've written hundreds of poems in the past year. And I figured out where I actually wanted to live, which actually changed for me. And, you know, like, I have found so many beautiful, wonderful, incredible things along the way that I never would have experienced if I succeeded in the other things before. And it still hurts. I still desperately want to be an author, and I want that to be my job, and I want to make YouTube videos and whatever, and I want people to watch them instead of feeling like I'm just talking to myself, and it's hard to keep going sometimes, but I'm not gonna give up on it. I think, you know, when I was younger, I was just like very focused on the whole YOLO, you only live once thing, where I was just like, I need to rush because how do I know how much time I have left? Obviously, I don't know shit. I can't see the future. But rushing through life is not the way that I want to live, you know? I don't want to rush every single day so that I can get to these goals that I think are so important. Like, I want to find love and joy in every single day. And I want to work towards those things, but I also don't want to lose sight of all the things that really matter. And the things that really matter are not, you know, how many books I write, how fast I write, how many videos I make, or how many views they get. Like, because success comes in infinite forms, and I think we all feel like we're failing at some things. And the thing is, like, are we really? I always thought that I opened up. Turns out I really don't. Like, I'm always honest, you know, and I talk to you about books that I love, and I tell you how much I love them and whatever. but I don't talk about myself because I've just told myself that no one cares or whatever, but I know that there are people who feel the same way, and we all need to just, I know a lot of people talk about it, that, you know, we all feel the same, we're all a little bit lost, but you're like, I feel like I'm lost in a different way than others, or I am struggling more than others, and we all have different levels, we all have different paths, but no two lives are the same, and there's no right or wrong way of living. You know, there's as many options as there are humans, and more, because we all also have infinite amounts of options on how we want to live. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. The actual last thing, I have cake here, so I'm literally gonna eat it with a spoon out of this. We did have it on a plate yesterday, so my roommate made this for me, and I could literally cry about how much that meant to me. She brought me flowers and made me this in secret. She actually managed to keep it a secret for me, which is a very hard thing to do. Like, I am like Sherlock Holmes when it comes to figuring out what people want to get me for my birthday or what they're planning. Like, I'm extremely good at figuring it out. Even when you like tell me one sentence that is very loosely connected, I'm gonna figure it out. And so the fact that she pulled it off and that she, you know, went through that effort in the first place meant so much to me. And I have the most incredible people that I get to love in my life, and I have no words. Like, I feel more loved right now in my life than I think I ever have in my whole life. And that to me is most certainly not a failure. Obviously that doesn't feel like something I have achieved because, like, you know, but I'm still a part of those relationships, and I don't know, maybe I did something to somehow deserve such incredible people, and I am extremely grateful for each and every one of them. So, hi everyone. So it's later in the day. I definitely don't look as pretty as I did earlier, but I have to update you about Powerless. So I've basically been reading and watching things all day, and I didn't want to pressure myself to film because I just wanted to let myself be immersed in this book, and I'm not completely finished with it yet, but I am on page 362, so I have like a little over 100 pages left. And it is everything, like absolutely everything. And I do think I'm gonna go to bed because I do need to go to work tomorrow. But I want to leave a little bit to read tomorrow so that I can look forward to it, you know, when I get home from work. I haven't wanted to stop reading at all. Like, it's exactly the kind of reading experience where I'm just so lost in the story and nothing can take me out unless I have to like desperately eat or something, you know? This book is like over 400 pages, and I always bitch about romance books should never be longer than 350 pages. And I stand by that. In most cases, they are too long and they should be cut down because it is slow in some parts almost every time. But in this book, I'm just like, oh yeah, like please give me 500 pages. Like, I never want it to be over. I want to see every second. I want to get every second that I can with these characters. I'm gonna stop gushing about it now. The one thing that feels a little bit funny about it is this is kind of like a wintry book. It's not like that important, and in some parts I forget that it's like a cold weather time type of a situation, but there are like some moments when there's like a very winter weather situation, and I'm just here like, wow, like I've been literally thinking so much about how I want to read some summer books and I want to read like vacation romance and whatever, and then this just, you know, appeared, and it doesn't, like, honestly, obviously, like, I don't care, like, it is perfection, but I'm also just very excited to reread it in the fall or the winter. I'm gonna shut up now, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. It is time for an update. I look horrendous, so this is gonna be very quick. I am really sick, and I was not gonna film for obvious reasons. I sound horrendous, But I just got a package, and it's the second one that arrived. That was like a birthday present, so I couldn't really buy multiple at a time. I actually bought a book before this one, and I think I'm gonna insert the clip here. It is time to open the first book package. Please ignore my wet hair. And I know this background is not fun, but I am gonna go to sleep soon, but of course I want to open this. So I picked this up this morning before work, and I still have not opened it. It is time. There was no way I was gonna wait until tomorrow. So let's open it. I cannot wait to see this cover, and I'm so excited for the book. So, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty, and it is floppy. So that is That Summer Feeling by Bridget Morrissey. So how beautiful is that? I love it so much. I've been starting to feel like reading like all the summer books, and I do have a few, but I don't have that many, and this obviously even has summer in the title. I just want to read all the like fun, rom-com-y, warm weather books this year. I feel like I do usually read some, but just not as many as I would like. It is a sapphic adult romance. We have a heroine who gets divorced, and she is just, you know, obviously not doing well emotionally because of that, and her friends invite her to a adult summer camp, and there she runs into a guy she used to like, but then she's actually gonna fall for his sister. So I'm very excited. So it sounds fun. Again, it has those summer vibes, and I'm very excited. So don't know if we're gonna be reading it in this video, but that is the first book. Yeah, I think I want to read this book today, and obviously I could have just opened it on my own and, you know, just talk to you about it later, but I want to open it now because I want to just read it in the next few days, and I want to at least show it to you before I read the whole thing without talking to you about it. So, here it is. I am so excited because the cover is beautiful. So, oh my god. I just cannot. Lenny Kaufman leaves me speechless with the covers. Look at this. Look at that. How beautiful is this? I also love Mimi Grace so much. This is her fourth book. I've read all three. I only own the third one, and this morning I was thinking about the fact that I need to buy the first two, and I want to reread them as well, but this is her newest release. All of the covers are designed by Lenny, who I love with my whole heart. All the books in this series are short, wonderful, beautiful romances that are just so fun and light and sweet, romantic, steamy, everything I could ask for. And they're also black love romances, if that's something you're looking for. I'm so excited for this. So I think I haven't talked to you about finishing Powerless yet. So we're gonna do that when, you know, I'm alive a little bit, when I look a little better. Hi everyone, so it is time for an update. I'm looking quite a bit better. I might still sound a little bit rough, but I'm feeling a lot better. So I also bought 2 books today, so we're gonna talk about that. And yeah, so let's first talk a little bit more about Powerless. Honestly, not much more, because I feel like there's not much that I could say that I haven't said already. Like, I just adored this book as much as I was saying, as much as I thought, expected, hoped, like everything. I love Elsie Silver. She really just like ticks all of my boxes. Even though it's quite a long book, like I said, I flew through it. I completely inhaled it. I did not want to stop reading. I didn't read it in one sitting, but like it was honestly close. And I just like, oh my god, like Jasper and Sloane are everything to me. I love Best Friends to Lovers, like childhood best friends to lovers, and Forsberg Samity, and like all of those things. Absolutely here for it. The connection between them was so strong. The chemistry was out of this world. I even kind of liked the third act conflict, which like I never do, ever. So I just adored this. I will stop talking about it now because I just keep repeating myself, but loved this so much. And also, if any of you mind the like farm cowboy settings in those books, first of all, if you generally don't like that and you haven't read it yet, I still think you should absolutely pick up the series, because while it is the setting that they have, like, who cares? Everything else is absolutely wonderful. That being said, I feel like this one has the least of a cowboy setting. Like, it's basically not set on the farm almost at all. And so if you don't like that, you will definitely like this more. And the last thing I'm gonna say about it that I feel like I haven't said yet is I absolutely love how much the characters from the other books are in here. It really is just like found family vibes, and so I definitely do recommend you read these books in order. You don't have to, but if you think that you want to read all of them, I think it's best to read it in order, because again, like, almost everyone like appears in all of the following books, and I love that so much. Like, one thing that I both hate and love in books, in romance books, is I hate when there's someone who like wants to break the couple apart, when there's someone that like is trying to like get in their way or just doesn't want them to be together, gives them advice against being together or whatever. I hate that. And the second thing is, I love when there's someone who is rooting for them and like trying to push them together and all of that, and we have that in here as well. I got two very different books at the bookstore today. So I went on a quest to get Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. And so I'm super excited for this. I love Ali Hazelwood, and I am super excited for this book. I do think this is also my favorite cover. I don't necessarily love yellow or orange. I'm not sure if this is yellow or orange. I know that people have mixed opinions on her books, and I think it either just works for you or it doesn't. And for me, it definitely works for me, and I always have a good time with them, and I just know that like when I pick it up, it's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be a very quick read. I'm just gonna be very immersed and addicted. I definitely need that, because again, I have been saying this a lot, but I have been very distracted, and so reading is a little bit harder than it was like last year or something. And the other book is one that kind of found me randomly, and it's called If They Come For Us by Fatima Asghar. I was looking at the poetry section, and I have not been able to find anything good for a while, and so I just kind of like went there being like, you know, I'm definitely not gonna find something, but I might as well, you know, look. And this was the first thing that I saw. It was like facing outward on the shelf, and it was also like in front of a different book, so I think someone put it there like in the wrong spot as well. But I just saw the cover. I think it's such a beautiful cover. And I just, you know, I looked at what it's about and read a few pages, and I think it's going to be a beautiful, impactful collection of poetry and really powerful. And I have been desperate to find more poetry collections lately, and so I was just like, you know what? Let's do this. And again, the cover is so beautiful, so I do think I'm going to be reading that in the next few days. Nikita Gill, who's also my favorite poet, like reviewed it on Goodreads, gave it 5 stars. And so when I saw that, I was like, yes. So that's my little book haul from today. And so I don't really know how much more we're gonna read, but before we get to that, let's talk about Take a Hike by Mimi Grace. So I inhaled this book. Like, I read it so fast, which, yes, it is a short book, but I'm very happy because, again, I've been very distracted. But I love Mimi's books so much. This was exactly what I thought it would be. It was a lighthearted, fun, cute, sweet, and steamy read. I do think I'm gonna give it 4 stars, not 5 stars. It's not my absolute favorite in the series, mainly I think because of the tropes. It was still super cute. It is a small town romance where the heroine is basically kind of a city girl, and she comes to a small town, so if you like that trope, definitely check it out. And she finds out that an ex-boyfriend of her mom left her this whole like business, or like this whole place that she now owns in his will. And I don't know how I said that sentence, but she just finds out that she owns this whole thing. And so she, at first, she finds out that there's a buyer who wants to buy the whole place for a very big price. And so she thinks, you know, obviously she's going to take that, but then she's like, okay, I'm going to try to go there for the summer, see how the business runs, and, you know, give it a try and whatever. And so she goes there, and, you know, of course, she starts kind of falling for Silas, who is the one who wants to buy the whole thing. small town vibes, forced proximity, kind of like dislike to love, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely feels very much like a summer read, so highly recommend it to read during the summer and like in nature and stuff like that. My main complaint, I think, is that like I wish the connection between them was a little bit more developed. I do feel like the way it happened was really fun and it was great, but I just wish we got to know them a little bit more and like why they were right for each other. Again, definitely check out all of Mimi Grace's books, and I need to show you the one that came before this, which is I think my absolute favorite. What a match. Like, look at this cover. I love it so much, and I think this is my absolute favorite book by Mimi Grace, and it is Best Friends to Lovers and like brother's best friend, and it is just so good. I honestly really want to reread it, but yeah, definitely check those out. I'm very happy that I read it, that I own it, and it's beautiful, and we're gonna have it on my shelves. So that is all the updates for now. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna read. I don't want to end the vlog quite yet. So let me know what you have been reading, what books you're excited about. Hi everyone. So I've never filmed at this angle. I hope it looks good. I think it looks decent. So like the genius that I am, I just took off my makeup. I still have these beautiful earrings and like I still look put together, but I want to do an earring haul. So I could wait till tomorrow, but I do want to work on filming more without makeup on, so I might as well just show you the things that I got. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, maybe not. The store La Visa, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, had a big sale, and I got 7 pairs of earrings and rings, so I forgot to take those, so I'll just show you the earrings for now. I'm so excited. This was like, they were so cheap. I've been wanting new earrings. Like, I adore earrings so much, and there are so many beautiful ones, and I was just like, the most exciting thing ever. So not books, but I love earrings, so hopefully someone will want to watch this, but if not, there are gonna be timestamps. So these earrings here are one of the ones that I got. I didn't used to get like the green earrings, or I didn't think I liked it, but then I was like, oh yeah, low-key vibes. And I just started really liking it, and I think it's like just super beautiful. So I do have one more pair that's actually green like that. So let's open it. This is what this one looks like. How fucking beautiful is that? Absolutely love the shape. I love the color. It is so gorgeous. I do feel like it looks darker in this lighting, so it's like a little bit brighter in the sun, but so pretty. Obviously, I like very fancy earrings, but I'm so happy because I feel like at this point I have a variety of like the levels of fancy and the kind of fancy that like before I kind of had like really big earrings or, you know, whatever, and now I have like, this is very colorful, but it's still, and you know, like it's very fancy, but it's also like not really that big. So then I have this one that looks very different from what I thought it would. I thought it would be a lot bigger, but it's still really cute. So it's this like little circles with these flowers inside, and I thought, not entirely my style, but I do sometimes in the spring and summer, I do like flowery things, and I wanted something that was like a little bit out of my style a tiny bit. But maybe it's good that it's not that big, because again, like it's good to have a variety, and I don't want to just have giant earrings, you know, because sometimes that's not the moment that we want. Then I have these earrings that I'm absolutely in love with. So I got this. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I need to get it, because it just screamed Barbie to me and like 2000s. So it's these pink ones. So they're like a little, what's it called? I forgot the name of this. But just, you know, like the circle earrings, but tiny ones and pink. And I just love it. I obviously love pink, and I was just like, I need to wear this to the Barbie movie. Then I have these that I love so much. Again, like it is exactly the kind of style I like that I have earrings in, but I didn't have any that was like smaller ones, because again, I had like really big ones and I love those, but sometimes I want something a little bit more chill. So that's these little teardrop silver earrings. Then I have another silver one. So that is the second to last one. And I used to have earrings like this that were like really bad quality, and I used to wear them all the time. So I feel like this is, to me, like simple and chill enough, but still absolutely super pretty and still fancy. but like this is honestly my like well, this is more everyday for me than this, I guess, but like this is just like beautiful, but still, you know, like I don't feel like it's crazy. And last but by no means least, I want to save this because this is like a, I don't want to say it's the most exciting one because I'm obsessed with all of them, but this is like really cool and I'm very excited about it. So that's these red earrings with the rose. I absolutely love flowers. I love red, and I just saw this and I was just like, okay, I need red earrings to wear with red dresses. I have at least like 3 red dresses now, and this is gonna be absolutely perfect with that, and it's Cream's Beauty and the Beast. So I'm in love with all of them, and that is it. So I don't think I have any reading updates. If I do, we're gonna do those later. Hi everyone, so I look kind of rough. I'm in my sleep shirt and I just washed my hair, but I want to wrap up this video with a little final book haul. And yeah, so I have 4 books to show you. So today I picked up 2 packages of books that I ordered that were like my birthday gift to myself, and then I basically was running some errands and whatever because I'm going back home tomorrow, which is why I also want to wrap up this vlog now. I'm visiting my family, so you are definitely gonna get a vlog with my cats soon. This time I'm gonna try to edit it as quickly as possible because last time it took me like 2 months. Let's talk about what the books are. So we'll start with the ones that I picked up from the package. So it's not in the package anymore. Again, I was running errands. I could not have it in like the paper box, whatever the fuck that's called. The first one that I opened is one that like, it's about time for me to own this. When I was deciding between the books, I have a lot of books on my wish list, and I threw in like 7 things into my basket, and I had to decide between them of like, what can I buy like that I'm the most desperate for right now. And the first one was Work for It by Talia Hibbert. So I have my little Talia collection right here, and I own like a lot of their books, but not all of them. And so this is one of them, one of the ones that I obviously did not have. It is a floppy copy, and it's one of Talia's indie books, and so it has that like indie matte finish, which I just love. Like, you just know it's an indie book in the best way, and I am so excited. This is actually one of the first books that I read by Talia Hibbert, and so it feels like I still remember like some important things about it and the feelings that it made me feel. But I don't remember any details, and like I read it so long ago, and it was like at the beginning of the journey that was me falling in love with Talia Hibbert's books. So I am so happy to have this. I can't wait to reread it. I am definitely going to do that very soon. I want to own all of Talia's books, obviously, and I'm so happy that it's coming together. So the other book is a beautiful hardcover, and it is The Next New Syrian Girl by Reem Shukairi, and how beautiful is this book? And I always look, you know, under the dust jacket. This is so cute! The spine is so cute, so I love the little flowers and the color, so anyways, had to show that. It's beautiful. I love that it's a hardcover. Like, I am a paperback girly, but I don't know, like the fact that I don't have a lot of hardcovers still makes me excited to get a hardcover, and I am super excited for this book. I also don't think I'm going to be able to take it with me because it is a hardcover and it would take quite a lot of space, but I will be reading it the second that I come back. And then we have 2 more from the bookstore. So the one that I saw first that I've been wanting to get for weeks is The Do's and Donuts of Love by Adiba Agardar. So this was one of my anticipated releases. I also just love YA contemporary romance, and I don't read it as much as adult romance, which like obviously makes sense, but I feel like I haven't read a very, very good one in a while, and I was just like, I have this on audio, and so I was just like, maybe I shouldn't buy it right now, but I just couldn't resist. I just really wanted to have the reading experience, and this one I might take with me. Like, I feel like it's gonna be just like the perfect summer, like quick read that's sweet and fun. And the second one I also had on audio, and so I was like, maybe I shouldn't buy it, I don't know. But again, it was buy one get one half price, and it's signed. So it is like the little, I forgot what it's called. It's just like, it's on the paper, so you know, it's like, it's not inside the book, and you know, it's not dedicated, But it was still super exciting because like I still don't really see that often, and so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I love middle grade. I don't read it that much, but I realized with like Mari and the Night Brothers and Rick Riordan, urban fantasy is my favorite genre when it comes to middle grade, I think. And so this is urban fantasy, and the cover is super cute. So I feel like this is such a funny combination of books that like really expresses my taste, to be honest. Like it shows a lot of like what kind of books I read. So, you know, I always feel like I don't have range when it comes to books I read, but like I do have some range, you know? So yeah, super excited about this. Very happy about all the things that I have been able to buy. So yeah, so I'm sorry that this vlog has been extremely chaotic. But I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and I'm very excited to go on my trip tomorrow, and I'm very excited to show it to you. I'm gonna be there for 9 days, so thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, leave a like cake or present emoji down below, just because, you know, this is a birthday vlog. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I hope you're doing well, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!